straight with 136 laps gone out of 163 in the James Hardy 1000, and Johnson in pursuit of the top three. Grice continues to lead. Dehydration is a problem, as you can see there, for the drivers under these conditions, and Dick Johnson just sipping a little refreshment through the tube as he gets to the bottom of Conrod, takes the left-hander and comes up to past the Hardy Bridge. Fourth position, as we said, for Dick Johnson. Up ahead of him, the leader, Alan Grice, has a 1-minute 42-second margin over the second place getter. That's John Harvey in the dealer team Commodore, and then a further 1-minute 39 seconds to the third place getter, Gary Scott, in the Turbo Nissan. So 3 parts of a lap between first and second, and a further 3 parts of a lap between second and third.
Coming up to Bridgestone Corner, the pride of Queensland, the top banana, as they say. Dickie Johnson carrying race cam yet again. It's become part of your life, Dick. You've got to pay attention. I was saying race cam really is a part of your life these days.
Yeah, not bad either, mate.
You know, a lot of people keep asking us whether or not having to talk and concentrate at the same times, do your lap times drop off?
No, not really. Maybe a tenth of a second or so. Depends where it is and what I'm trying to think of. Because sometimes the dribble I put in my head doesn't fall out at the right time.
I have the same problem, mate.
I think a lot of journos do, mate.
At least I'll admit to it. I was just thinking that as far as this race is concerned, we're getting down now with probably 1 hour and 5 still to run. And I know things can go wrong in a race, and one doesn't really want to talk about things that can go wrong. But if the car is still running there strongly, there's a couple of question marks over a car or two in front of you. You're looking pretty good for maybe a top 3 finish.
Well, mate, I'm damned if I know, but this is no different now to what it was when we started the race, except that the oil temperature's come down a bit because I'm sort of knocked the revs off a bit, and the water temperature's down a little bit. The oil pressure's still the same. We've tipped a heap of oil and it's probably got heaps too much in there. But, you know, I can't fault anything else. Everything else is brand new.
You're trying to tell me it's good to honk with a Henry?
Well, I just hope it keeps honking.
Well, we've had some problems with cars dropping out through the field, and I think a lot of people are surprised at the Nissan Challenge. Although with 1 hour and a half to go, a lot of things can happen, but they haven't really been the dominant force here in practice that everyone expected them to be.
No, that's a little bit surprising, Mike, to be quite honest, because, you know, they have dominated the last couple of endurance rounds, and they've also dominated in the touring car rounds to a certain extent, especially later in the season. I just don't think they like the top of the mountain. It's just a little bit too bumpy for them, and they've got a little homework to do on their suspension, I think.
Well, that was really the problem the Mazda had, the RX-7, the old Group C configuration. They just couldn't produce the grunt up the hill to try and beat the V8s.
No, well, this whole thing doesn't produce enough grunt, because that's where they kill me, is not this bit of the track here. This is fine. But the bit from pit straight up to XL Bend, they kill me. And if I get jammed up here through the cutting or up on the mountain, I lose 3 seconds a lap, and it's difficult to catch that 3 seconds back again.
You know, we had some celebrity predictions at the head of today's program, everyone from our Prime Minister to every politician and leading radio and television personality. And guess who Premier Joe went for?
Tell me.
Oh, I think he's a paid-up member of your Dick Johnson fan club.
I hope his membership's paid up.
Oh, you're impossible. Get back. I hope to see you in Victory Lane.
Mate, I hope so.
Okay. Dickie Johnson joining us with race cam again. He's carried it for the last 4 years here at Bathurst. Does a wonderful job. And